Detroit boys are, everybody a boss. Everybody started out being a boss. Most of these boys going in the labels with their chains already. You know? So, I mean, they it's like, I don't need that nigga for nothing. I don't need that. It's a Detroit thing. Boy, it's a lot of them that been doing stuff for a long time with these artists, like, and they are gatekeepers. They kind of got us through the door with them beats. If we ain't had them, then the music wouldn't even be making it. Hell of an beats. I'm missing somebody. I know I am. So charge it to my mind, not my heart. A hit, you can get one hit and never come back. See how many people get one hit and never come back from that? Yeah. Because once you get that hit, you be looking for that same drug all the time. Yeah. But if you get longevity, you win it forever.
All right, yo, what up, though, man? I got Gatekeeper in the building.
What's up?
Running the city, manager extraordinaire, fashionista, if that's what you want to call it.
I'm in there.
Didi, I appreciate you. Dream Rich, it's Didi Dream Rich.
Yep, Didi. Didi Dream Rich.
Okay,
yep.
Got you. I didn't know if you just went by Dream Rich. Some people call you Didi.
People just call me Dream Rich too. I thought they just chose to. Didi been my name, but Dream Rich is what everybody call me.
So the friends call you Didi, but the streets call you Dream Rich.
Didi are my real name, and then everybody else just be like Dream Rich.
Got you. Well, welcome to Mogul State of Mind. I appreciate you sitting down with me. Recently I had a chance to drop the Gatekeeper list. That was my second one I ever dropped. I dropped one like 3 years ago. And then I dropped another one. And it was dope because in Texas, I'm from Detroit, but I live in Texas. I dropped the Gatekeeper list 3 times, but only had a female on there once, and that was DJ Duffy, like the first year.
Really?
It's not really too many. Every female in Texas that got some motion is attached to behind a man who take the credit for the brand. But like here, seeing you and seeing Chanel, like having your own motion, it's your own brand. It's not your brand under some dude's brand.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's dope. So I wanted to give you your roses and your flowers, man. Say shout out to you and all your hard work.
Thank you for that. We need it.
Yeah. When it comes to the Gatekeeper list, some people give me some backlash from it. What was your thoughts on the Detroit Gatekeeper list?
I like the list. I think for the gatekeepers though, if you gonna do it, I think we should keep the managers and artists separate.
Explain.
Just because everybody are gatekeepers, but it's a lot of artists that are actually gatekeepers right now, and they kind of felt left out. You see what I'm saying? So if you do a gatekeeper list, I think it should be separate. You could do one with artists and then management and teams and whatever other, people that promote artists and stuff like that. I feel like doing them separately will make more sense, and people won't be on your neck about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people right now moving in music. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, they ain't doing nothing, when it's really a lot of the boys is moving in rap right now. We got at least 10 guys. Yeah. 10 to 15 is moving.
Who was one of the people that wasn't on the list that you felt like definitely should have been on there?
Now I can't remember the list by heart.
Just name somebody. I'll let you know they were on there.
And Beats. And Beats should have been on there.
And should have been on
there. And Beats. I don't want to miss nobody. It's somebody else that's like on the tip of my tongue. We got so many of them, and even with the producers, we got John Boy. It's a lot of them that been doing stuff for a long time with these artists, and they are gatekeepers. They kind of got us through the door with them beats. If we ain't had them, then the music wouldn't even be making it. Hell of an beats. I'm missing somebody. I know I am. So charge it to my mind, not my heart. But
so ask this question, and this is no dig at Ant. Me and Ant supposed to set up an interview soon. And I was like, the thing about producers, they do a great job. And you're right, it's hard to have music. You can't have no music without
Pooh Beats. There you go. Pooh Beats is in the industry.
Gotcha.
If ain't nobody a gatekeeper, Pooh Hell of an Ant is literally there. They're there. Pooh got Lotto, put it on the floor. Like, Pooh is really fire. Like, he got more than Lotto, though. So,
gotcha.
I think Pooh Beats needs to get recognition for sure, because he's Detroit made.
Okay. Because I asked around, now that you and I friends, I pick your brain. I send a list around to a couple of gatekeepers and people in there. Look. And so, of course, hell of it came up because, of course, the list is based on recently, like the last year. What's the motion of the last year?
See, that last year, you got to give it to hell of an ample.
And so when I was asking, people were saying like, well, hell of a, because it's not that he just made beats, but labels are calling hell of a. And some people were saying, well, Ant kind of quiet, he kind of laid back, he not so upfront with it. Like, people go to hell of a, it's like when 42 Doug when they went to sign Doug, it's hell of a on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you have emotion, with Chanel have emotion. But Ant Beats never came up. In all of the conversations I had.
Yeah, because sometimes people forget. You know, some people forget who actually is making it easier for us. And I believe that Ant, Pooh, and hell of a are. It's a lot of producers, though.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them because we got a lot of young ones that's like Lee Choppin. We got a lot of them that's coming up and they fire. Lee Choppin just graduated from Michigan State and still making beats. So.
That's hard.
And he young, you know what I'm saying? So we got like Royale Stop Playing. We got a lot of people that's really doing their thing on the producer side. That's why I'm kind of like the Gatekeeper list. It's kind of hard to like make one list because there's so many different people that's moving right now. Within the last year, the last 2 years, Detroit is being noticed for a lot of stuff. And a lot of people kind of are, you know, not being noticed or acknowledged.
Yeah. So before we get off that topic, I guess the premise of the list was to highlight people. But the good thing about the list is it creates barbershop talk. Because artists get to see who really in their backyard.
Yeah.
These are the people who usually behind the scenes that I want to highlight. So artists see like, oh, they do this, they do this, they do that. I know who I need to get next to in the industry. But what it also does is the barbershop talk make them start tagging other people that should have been on the list in the comments.
And so now
other people be like, it let me know like, okay, who else out there for my interview purposes? Like, okay. And smoke that out, but then other people start saying like, "Oh, this person do this," and people start following the ads. And so, at the end of the day, it's not really a competition. I put the numbers up there only for people to have a conversation.
Right.
1 through 10 is irrelevant, but when people start arguing about it and debating about it, I think it just shows big up people in different rooms and let people know in the backyard. That's really what the premise of that list is.
Yeah. No, and I get it. That's why I said I just think it should be separate from artists. Because if artists is looking for somebody to manage them, you want to make sure you got, or even producers, you want to make sure you got them lined up like, okay, these are the producers, the managers, or just, you know,
I got you.
Just so it makes sense for people. Because then when you got the artists on there, it's like, okay, wait, so while I'm not on there, I'm doing something because a lot of them are doing stuff. You know
that's what make the list start. See, if I make it too perfect, everybody like, that's right, and move on.
Yeah. But no, even that's why I said, like, even with you could just do managers and producers and other people, because it's still other gatekeepers that's doing stuff that's not a manager or a producer. So it's just like, I feel like acknowledge them and then do the artist list. Do like the top 15 artists because that's what they are.
Yeah, okay, for sure. Now, native of Detroit, like, tell me a little bit about your upbringing. What part of Detroit you from?
I'm from the West Side.
West Side, okay, that's my side.
Yeah,
too.
I'm from the West Side. I grew up all around Joy Road, Plymouth area. Plymouth and Southfield, Joy Road and Southfield. Schoolcraft in Wyoming. I'm schoolcraft in Southfield. I got brothers and sisters and family members everywhere, so I was one of them kids that was everywhere.
Got you.
I don't really claim no hoods.
No hoods. So you sometimes no P Rock or Joy Road. You just float
because
around.
I really was in both.
Yeah.
Like,
what high school you graduate from?
A Detroit community.
DCH.
Yeah, DCH. Yep. I didn't go to no public schools. I was real smart.
That's
but
good.
I was always popular, just smart.
That's good shit. Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, my mom didn't play. And I went to school in Tampa too. I did a whole year and a half in Tampa Bay.
What's the Tampa?
Florida.
Oh, no, I'm saying where?
I did Wharton High School.
Oh, high school. Oh,
yeah,
got you.
High school.
Got you. Now, coming up in the space, especially in the male-dominated space of hip-hop and music, how did you get into the game and make your stamp and just make your name elevate the way it did amongst all these men?
When I started, it was really not even on purpose. Like, it was one of those things where I was already doing my clothing line, and I love music. You know, I always was the girl that all my friends sent music to. I kind of, with everybody that's on right now, I kind of got a story with everybody. Like, I literally got a history story with everybody, from the Doughboys to PZ to Ray to GT.
Okay.
Like, you know, I kind of started with everybody. Like, and when DZ, like Sada, I literally started my brand in a height of a crazy part culture for us.
Gotcha.
Dex Osama, all of these boys pumped my brand at one point. Literally, everybody wore my clothes. So I was around it. I was there. And that's even after some of the relationships. But most of these guys really just rocked my clothes. And then one of my homeboys came up to me one day. I was waitressing. I used to waitress.
Okay.
Too. So,
at the strip club?
Yep.
Okay.
I waitressed at the strip club for a long time. And I've waitressed at other regular bars, but I probably waitressed at every strip club in Detroit.
Okay.
Once Erotic City closed. Because
Okay.
I used to be there. One of my homeboys walked up on me and was like, you ain't never thought about being my manager? And I was like, a manager? He like, you know everybody, you might as well. And that's literally how I got into management.
Got you.
And that was in like 2015. And at that time, nobody really believed in that. They was looking at me like, what's she doing? Why she being a manager? You know, she got a clothing line. What's she doing? Boom, and I stopped. After I separated from that situation, I stopped doing it for a minute. I wasn't really feeling it. But baby money was always right there.
Okay.
I used to always tell the other guys, like, man, y'all ain't even listening to this young nigga on the west side. He cold. Like, because I was managing the east side guy. And I was like, man, this nigga gonna be something. And he used to, baby money, when I pulled up on their block, I used to always need somebody to do photo shoots. He always did it. He never, like, told me no. He was just always, oh, I'll do it. He was just genuine, you know? So for that, that's how our relationship started, technically. And when, after that, it was just, I just seen something in him. He had another manager, and I was telling them what to do. I was showing them, like, how to do BMI, all the stuff that I knew.
Yeah.
I was just teaching them. And the whole time, while I'm teaching them and helping them book his album release parties, throwing birthday parties with him and stuff like that, it was really just going into what God's favor was for us. You know what I'm saying? So, and that really was like 6 years of that.
So pretty much you not baby money manager for him. He left his old manager for you.
No, I didn't even really knock him. That's one of his homeboys. That's still his people. He didn't leave for me. It was like they family. They all based off family. That whole group of people was family. I didn't take them from him or anything. It just happened. Like, it literally just happened. It was one of those things where it was like, I was willing to show him everything that I knew because I didn't want to get in the game. I didn't want to get back in the management game.
What was the biggest pet peeve for you about managing that made you, for a while, not want to do it no more?
I just feel like guys are too, I mean, I'm a tomboy, but I don't want to be in street stuff. So when it comes to stuff like that, I don't want to be involved in that. So when everything get too street for me, I'm out of here. You know, that's the part for me that I was like, okay, cool. Like I said, I was young. My clothing line was booming. I was just like, okay, whatever. I love music, but I ain't too pressed about it. You know what I'm saying? So for a while, Baby Money was asking me, like, be my manager, help me out. You know, be my manager, sis. I was just showing them stuff. I would pull up with my laptop in the car, use my hotspot, and that's what we did, you know? So, and one day somebody wanted to sign him, and I was the person that they called. And when they called, I took them to the meeting.
Now, what year is when 2015 is when you started managing Baby Money?
No, 2015 was when I stepped into management.
Got you. So when did you start, what year did you start managing
I started managing Baby Money in 2000 and the end of 1920.
1920.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this time, well, even up this moment.
No, 2020. It's between 19 and 20. I don't remember the exact.
Before the pandemic or as the pandemic started?
Like right in between the pandemic. So like I think
2020 then.
Yeah, it was like 20 then.
Okay. So here it is, you in this space, you in the management, you find Baby Money. And at this moment, like everything it seemed like out of Detroit is going crazy.
Yeah.
For the first time, like, you know, me being from here but living in Texas and having a studio, I'm starting to hear people in the South come in with Detroit sounding beat. It sounded like everybody came in with a hell of a beat.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's wild, like the type of music that I grew up listening to, the sound that I'm used to is now taking over. I mean, I'm hearing people sounding like us, the rap cadence like us, and I'm like, wow.
The whole everything.
Yeah. How did you get Baby Money to stand out amongst such major talent pool in Detroit? Like, what was his rise to stand out?
I mean, Baby Money kind of stand out on his own. He got like charisma. He got style. He got his own. He's very humble and graceful. Like, he's not one of those people that, what I love about Baby Money is that we literally can kick it at the same level at all times, you know? So it's one of those things where, like I said, we genuine. It was like, he stood out because of who he is. Like, I don't think it was really no method for it. It was really a purpose. Like, it was one of those things where we shook hands on something in 9 months, we literally walked into a label and got a deal. 9 months. Like, and it was just, within 9 months of me being his manager, we did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, wait, this is really happening.
What label he ended up with?
He's with Quality Control.
Quality QC, that's right. Yeah. QC, that's right. Him signing it with QC, like, what made y'all decide to go that route with P and Coach K?
Well, he wrote P 5 years prior. I mean, a couple years prior to signing. So we were in New York meeting labels and stuff, and my homeboys Noodles and Q, basically Noodles already had told me like he about to send it to QC. Boom. While we walked through the airport, I told Baby like check your DM. It was a message from P, but P was more interested in it because he wrote him years prior to that and told him, you don't know me, my name Baby Money, but you gonna sign me one day. And
there it is.
There it go. So that was something he always wanted to do.
Getting with QC, especially now that QC got sold, has that impacted your relationship with him in any type of way?
No, P is on hand. We don't really P on hand.
So even though it was sold to a new owner, P and Coach K still kind of run operations?
Honestly, yeah, I don't really know much about that. I still talk to P. That's kind of like a question that I don't really know.
Okay, because I was just looking at it like, sometimes as an athlete, you get brought in under one coach and then that whole regime get fired or switch. Yeah. And there's a new regime and sometimes the player work in their system or sometimes they don't get the people.
I don't know. I don't know. That's their business. I don't really know what happened. What's going on with that.
Okay. So here it is, you got Baby Money, he doing this thing, like, are you into signing, because you got another artist, it wasn't just Baby Money, you got one other artist you managing right now too.
Yep, 3G Weezy.
How do you balance managing multiple?
I just started with Weezy. I mean, I help everybody anyway.
Yeah.
So, and then I have a girl singer, her name's Natasia. I haven't really announced it yet, I'm announcing it this week. And I got another boy coming.
Okay.
I got, managing it is not hard, it's just all about managing it with someone else. So having a team is all I need. I want to create for them.
You say getting the artists to try to stay out the street beef, but it seems like hip hop right now and street beef go hand in hand. As a manager, how do you navigate and try to stay out the way?
I got somebody that everybody loves. The one I got right now is what he's who everybody loves. So I don't really run into that with him.
Got you.
We cool. We get our money and go home. We ain't really worried about nothing else. Like,
yeah. Because God bless him dead. Because you see what happened with JB and T, like her passing away. Not saying we know what the situation, nothing like that, not going in details. But it is an element of quote unquote hip hop that stay in the street. Do you ever worry about, like, even though you trust your guy and y'all got a bond, everybody love him, are you still worried? Because hip hop in itself can bring attention unwarranted.
If you walk around and worry, that's when worry happen. That's how I feel. Like, and that's just what I don't do. I don't think about the negative.
Yeah.
As long as we staying out of that, we gonna stay going up. And that's all everybody should do.
On a scale of 1 to 10 right now, 10 meaning in Detroit is on fire. 1 is Detroit influence is slowing down. Where do you rate Detroit music scene right now? 10?
10.
Why not like a 6?
Because it's not a 6. We always gonna be 10. Even if the world not paying attention right now, they gonna pay attention. You got Babyface Ray, you got Peasy. Peasy just got nominated for an award.
It's crazy.
You got Vezzo going crazy, where he donating to his whole hood right now. You got these boys really doing something, and they've been doing this for a minute. So for them to be noticed, GT, he's still in his own lane. V's about to drop an album. V's got records with Lil Baby, Gucci Man, so I ain't gonna lie, we on fire. We got Baby Tron, we got All-Star JR. They really can't fuck with Detroit. Skilla going crazy. Like,
for sure.
If I could take me, I can go down the list of all the boys that I see. I know all of them too. And just to see them all, some of them even coming back. Like, you see Band Gang coming back, everybody coming back. Like, and this is what we needed. Like, I feel like Atlanta ran the streets for a minute. Detroit is the streets.
Some people would say like the last major hit Detroit had was probably T Grizzly First Day Out.
It's still a hit though.
And maybe saw the Whole Lot of Choppers.
Yeah.
Were like the last 2 hits that came out of Detroit. Are having hit records, is that even important anymore? Is it as important as it used to be? Like, everybody used to want that plaque. Then hit that.
I feel like we got so many sounds. A hit record, because technically 2 Million Up is a hit record right now. 2 Million Up went crazy. Yeah. Like, it did its thing. Like, you got the Kardashians doing TikToks to 2 Million Up. We next level. So I think that's just that's the street hit. I think First Day Out is a song that everybody's gonna hear in the club and just go crazy.
Yeah.
So I think everybody, Detroit doesn't have a sound. Like we have so much different talent that we don't have a sound. Like it's not, our hits is not what everybody think of a hit. Like some people don't even know how to break a Detroit artist. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to break our artists because normally you break them down south. We coming from up here.
Yeah.
And we got different, it's different. It's just a different sound.
Which one would you prefer? Like an artist who has one or two like major hit records, or an artist that just has a strong body, a catalog, and a cult fan base?
Strong body and catalog. Because a hit, you can get one hit and never come back. See how many people get one hit and never come back from that?
Yeah.
Because once you get that hit, you be looking for that same drug all the time. Yeah. But if you get longevity, you win it forever.
No, that's real. You know what? I interviewed Stretch Money, and he said the same thing. I said, how does it feel when people think of Stretch Money, only tend to think of that one song, It Takes Money to Make Money? And he said it took him all the way into last year to get over the fact that people tend to only recognize him for that one song. Because he can't understand. He's like, man, I done put out all these bodies of work, and everybody just go back to the one song. And he dealt with that. How do you keep your artists grounded and focused on just making good music and not look at?
Have fun. Have fun with it. Don't think too much of it. Create your own energy and your vibe. Yeah. You create your own energy in your own space. Be a creator. Because at that very moment, then, once you think about making a hit, you're never going to make it again.
That's real.
So that it's all about your mind, controlling your mind to be stronger than everything. Like once you do that, you winning. And I know it's hard for people, but being a creator is not just being an artist. Like sometimes, you need a team.
Yeah.
Trust your team, protect your team, especially if you got women on it. Make sure y'all hold them women down. But you can't do it by yourself all the time either.
With the space of hip hop, do you feel like women right now are running hip hop as far as the mainstream sound?
Yeah, I feel like women are getting noticed for it. Women have always played a background in hip hop. Now they're being noticed because you can't not notice it now. It's like we got so many women managers, so many women producers, so many women DJs now that's coming out. People are actually stepping out of their box to be behind a man. Yeah. Which is still cool to be behind a man or be beside a man, because we are creators. Women are creators. So if men trust us, we all can grow better instead of having egos. Because
I saw a write-up talking about Summer Jam in New York, how majority of the lineup on the show was all female artists.
Yeah.
And you remember for a little bit,
it was so hard to be a female artist.
And if you were two in the game, they pit each other against each other to beef. How do you like where the space is for that many artists, like the Lottos, the Ice Spices?
It's so good.
Yeah.
Women haven't got this much attention as far as artists. I remember when I was growing up, we had Little Kim, Trina, and Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
And I might sound, that was my mama. That's what I listened to with my mama, though. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get a lot of female rappers. So now these girls got something else to look up to. And girls from the hood making it. That's what's fire. It's girls from the hood that's literally blowing up. Girls that look like the girls that walk around every day.
Yeah.
It's just making it feel like your dreams can come true.
Why do you think it seemed like it's a somewhat of a decline for male artists? Do you think like people are getting tired of the whole drill beef sound to get on and get popular?
I don't feel like Detroit really is a drill thing. I feel like the beef, people get tired of it, but everybody got their own lane. They still listening to it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's dying down. I just think they need to be more creative with what they putting out.
Yeah.
Everybody should be more creative.
Now, we know usually in hip hop, for men, it's the beef side, the kill side, the dope side. The female side that's popping right now seems like to be hoe rap. It's like how every 14 or every young man wants to be the biggest dope dealer. It seems like every song now is about selling pussy.
No.
You don't feel like that?
Every song is not about selling pussy.
What is it about then?
Shit, Mulatto just said ripped her out the plastic. She acting brand new. She ain't selling no pussy in that song.
Because I feel like selling pussy is either A, you got to give me some money to get some ass. B, you got to take me out and spend all this money.
No matter what a woman say, she's going to be selling pussy though. Technically, to a man.
And the dude going to always be a trick no matter what he say.
It doesn't, no, because if you taking me out on a date, you're going to spend the money anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it in a song. What's the difference?
Tricking and hoeing. That's what I'm saying. Both it's the same.
No, it's not. It's not. They're just choosing to express it. That doesn't mean that they're tricking or hoeing. They could be doing this with one nigga.
And he could be tricking their whole
their man. They can act bad with their man, technically, and get a bag from them in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just everybody got their preference. I feel like, I don't feel like it's hoeing or tricking. I just feel like women, sex sells. That's what sells.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. That's what's making.
Once you be too bossy, sometimes they put you can't really go into a category with the women rap. It's just almost like, because Cash Doll, she talk bossy. Like, Brea talk about breakups and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So you got different girls. Vay, she talk shit. They talk a little bit about niggas, but where will we be without niggas?
Yeah.
Or money, or them spending it on us.
Yeah.
Come on, what do we talk about? Because that's like we tired of hearing about the beefing and the killing, and some of these niggas ain't never shot nobody. So you got to be like, it's kind of like the same thing, but you know it's a double standard when it's a woman at all times.
And there's some double standards that's in y'all favor too. But I look at it like this, like, so what do you think of the content? And I'm not a moral, immoral type of person when it comes to music. It's expression. But like the type of music that's coming out, like Sexy Red, My Pussy Pink, My Booty Hole Brown.
That song is a hit, though. And it's hilarious. I sing the song in my head all day. I don't feel like none of that song, but it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's just music. Sometimes music is just music. Sometimes some stuff that you can't get out your head, it's just there.
Because it was crazy as soon as I landed yesterday and I turned on the radio. I never listen to the radio, but when I come home, I always turn on 97.9 or 98 WJLB or whatever. I turned it on just to hear what's going out here. And they really attempted to try to make a clean version
of that song.
And I was like, that's stupid.
It's fire, though.
It's like I would turn around.
That girl blew up from being herself, though. That's where when it's for you, it's for you. It's organic. So I like it because she just flat out being herself. That's really what I like, because I like people that be themselves.
Then it's another girl that's blowing out. I forgot the name of the artist, but she got a song called Red Lights, like Running Red Lights.
I ain't heard that one yet.
Yeah, so she on there.
I ain't heard that one yet.
She's wild. She talking about.
I mean, she talking about stuff that niggas do every day, though. They run red lights. So it's okay.
It's just wild to hear it.
It's wild, like, and that's the thing. That's where the double standard come from.
Yeah.
Now that women are saying the stuff that go on, men are like, why you telling them? Why are you saying it? Like, oh, well, yeah, y'all selling pussy. No, they're rapping about their life, just like you would.
I mean,
honestly, from back in the day, I mean, if anything, Trina and them, we wasn't even supposed to be listening to that.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, I was shocked that they even attempted that. Sexy Red is on the radio where kids can hear it prime time during the day.
Yeah.
And he's trying to ruin in a little kid back there in My Booty Hole Brown.
I mean, but they can go on YouTube and click it too now. Everybody kid got an iPhone and everything. You don't know what kids are exposed to.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part about it. It's like kids are exposed to a lot of stuff now that I mean, the music back in the day was no better. I'm gonna just say that.
That's true. But
we just didn't know what they was talking about. But now that we older, you go listen to that stuff if you want to. You're going to be like, damn, this is going on for a long time.
Who is your favorite female artist out right now, like, that you really
My favorite female right now, like from Detroit, or just all around?
All around.
All around. Favorite female artist? I like Glow.
Glow, yeah.
I like Glow because she herself. I like her voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like girls as they self. I like Cardi. I don't really discriminate. Like, I don't really got nobody that I don't really like.
Yeah.
So I rock with Brea, I rock with Vay, I rock with the Detroit girls that's going crazy right now.
Yeah.
We got a couple up and coming like Big Chinks. Like I said, Brea, Vay Vanilla. I like Detroit. Cash. She always gonna talk crazy.
Now, we was talking about double standards, and I want to pick your mind. And I want to say this as politically correct, because if I can't say it right, it might come off super bad. But Sukihana in the YK Osiris situation. And a person should be able to wear whatever they want to wear, rap however they want to rap, live how they want to live without ever being touched. You know, YK was out of pocket. But we also know, just like with male rappers, you should be able to wear all your chains, all your jewelry, all your Cardis. You can rap the most gangster shit ever on your records. You should be able to go out and still live in peace. But we know people tend to test people gangster motives by the type of music they put out.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when it comes to females, like, in sexuality and what's sexual assault versus what's just fun? Is there a fine line, or is no?
It's definitely a fine line. Some people don't know how to keep business just business. I know that because I'm a woman. I feel like if you got a woman in your life and if you got a woman artist and you got women that's running your team, always check on them, always see what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, because you get creeps, you get people that do stuff. I'm not calling YK a creep.
Yeah.
He might have not even meant nothing by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have just been turned on by her, but the thing is, you just don't never know. But that women should be protected in a lot of those areas. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be no backlash for stuff like that.
Because, like, they showed another clip, and I don't know where it was before he hugged her in the whole situation with YK Osiris. But they said it was a clip where Suki was pretty much saying, like, I'll fuck the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? She was, talking her trash. And then YK went over there, allegedly, started rubbing her shoulders. But I was like, as a dude, if you sit there and you told a woman, yeah, girl, ooh, I'll fuck the shit out of you, that's immediately sexual assault on us. But when a girl say it to a dude, it's look past. He was like, oh.
Is it? I mean, is it a pass because a guy gonna fuck you anyway, though? Maybe.
It's just that.
I don't know. I really don't know. Now, that's kind of like tricky because most men, when a girl say that to them, they're gonna give them, they're gonna do it. Most men ain't turning down nothing.
Yeah, that's true. We beggars can't be choosers.
To be truthfully honest. And most girls ain't giving up everybody no coochie.
So sexual assault with verbal sexual assault becomes verbal sexual assault if the girl don't like you. If she like you in the words, land is game is game. But if it...
Yeah. But I don't really think people really talking about verbal assault these days either. Like, I feel like they more so talking about touching and all that.
Got you.
Ain't nobody really gonna be like, oh, he said this to me unless you're in a workplace. That's different. In a workplace, in a different setting, it's just different.
But in hip hop, at a panel with a microphone,
that should have been done there anyway.
Gotcha.
Whatever. Like, I mean, the boundaries got crossed.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that's real tough.
And that's all it is boundaries. It's hard to say anything about that because that's a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to be touched. And then I don't know where he was coming from with that. If she said that to him, then that might have just been his ammo. You know what I'm saying? But the internet makes up its own things too. Yeah. And it can ruin people. It can make you or break you.
For you, educate us guys real quick. Give us some pointers. As men, because we always operate in our ego a lot of time, in our bravado, and we always want to feel like the man. How should men approach women, and how should women be treated within any scope? If a dude is interested in a woman, what are some tips that guys should approach a woman without it crossing that line? What are some just simple things?
I mean, hey, how you doing? I don't know. Yeah. It's just it's really all about the woman and how they respect themselves. Men approach you based off how you are, and some people just don't have manners.
Yeah.
So I mean, just being polite to me, like I don't really have no pointers, no game. Like it's just really all about. It's really up in the man because some of these guys corny. They don't got nothing. They don't know what to say. So the pointer would be figure it out. Figure out what you like. Figure out how you want to approach this woman. Everybody you don't have to don't touch a woman. Yeah. I don't feel like no woman should be touched.
That's real.
Don't grab her, don't touch her, and don't get aggressive. That's going to steer you away from it, the whole situation.
So when women say they like a man that's aggressive,
once you got me, not really aggressive in a way of touching me, don't touch me.
Gotcha, okay.
All that yanking me, grabbing me, I'll wait you for a long time, and I always got my respect. I probably got one guy to grab my arm or something. Don't grab me. Don't touch me. But I carry myself in a different manner, too. But don't grab me. Don't yank me up. Aggressive and getting to know me, aggressive and trying to figure out what I like and all of that might be what women are talking about.
Got you. Now, you got a podcast. Mm-hmm. Two sides to a story. To a story. Dope podcast. Kind of tell people about that podcast real quick, the premise of it.
It's two sides to a story. It's me and my best friend. We are same birthday, 2 years apart. We always got different opinions. So we named it Two Sides to a Story so people can come on there and talk about different topics and everybody can talk about it, either disagree or agree.
What's the biggest difference y'all have between y'all two when it comes to dating and relationships?
Honestly, she calmed me down more. She older than me, so she kind of like helped me in certain areas where I don't really know. And I'm more chill. Gotcha. I'm more of a relax. I'm more understanding.
Okay.
So that's where we different at. Like I'm real understanding. She like, no, I ain't going for that. You feel me?
Yeah,
and that's really the difference. Like she helped me with my boundaries more on certain things. Like, well, maybe I shouldn't be being so cool. Like, cause I'm real cool. My personality is just cool. I don't really like all of the arguing with my mate and all that. I don't like all of that. I don't want to argue. I want to talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's kick it.
So with your mate, y'all had the conversation. That's been big topic. Should a man pay everything or should a man do 50-50? Or should couples go 50-50? What was your stance on it? Because I know your co-host, she is like, she want to be kept pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every woman should want to be kept and taken care of. I want to be taken care of, but based off, it depends on our livelihood. It depends on what we got going on. But definitely, if my man paying all the bills, then I need to make sure the cable paid, towels are bought, the house is good, groceries are bought because we ain't getting no bridge card, probably, stuff like that. I feel like women should take care of the house.
Got you.
If your man taking care of everything, you need to take care of the house.
I feel like, in my opinion, no man should ever pay everything. And this is why. It's a setup. Because if you're a guy that's taking care of everything, the woman is always incentivized to find a way to leave. Because if she leaves before the judge, she can say, look, I have no income. He paid for everything. So therefore, I should take enough money with me so I can maintain a lifestyle that he gave me.
Yeah, in those situations, And
I feel like you don't know that situation. A guy don't know he's going to be in that situation until it happens.
You know who you marrying.
If
you want a girl that don't do nothing and sit at home, then that's what you chose to do. Any man that want the old lifestyle, then you got to pay for that.
And see, the old housewife.
If you having kids with them, then
but see, the kids is like women act like they doing me a favor. Like I had your kids, don't our kids. You ain't do me no favor.
It's not doing you. I don't feel like I'm not a mother yet, but I don't feel like it's doing you a favor. But women are taking care of them. Like they have to take care of the kids. Some men don't even sit in the house long enough to change a diaper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an ultimate respect. If you want your kids in a good environment, then you will take care of them. If you want to, it depends on the type of woman you like. Yeah. Some men like partnerships. Some men like women that just sit at home and do nothing. Some men want their woman to be doing something. Every man got a different preference. So it's based off your preference.
Yeah.
Because a woman that got something going on with you, she ain't taking everything from you.
I guess I look at it like 50-50 seems to work the best. And of course not 50-50, but everybody just take it on their responsibilities equally. And the reason why I say that, because you tend to have an equal voice. Because we already know usually the person who is the breadwinner, the other person needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah and no, because a woman is supposed to add and amplify to everything a man has.
So what does
my voice is only when we're at home. I'm not gonna never disrespect you in public and tell you what you're doing wrong. But when we get home, we're gonna talk. Like, man, you don't think you can go about that a different way?
And I'm gonna be like, no, I pay the bills. I pay the bills.
Nah, and that's ego. And that's not even a relationship. Like, if your woman not amplifying anything, a woman is supposed to add to any situation. She's supposed to be adding value to a situation, adding value to her man. If this is your man, not somebody you just messing around with, you're supposed to be adding to the situation. Like, even if it's just a back rub or some peace, like, you're adding to it. All of the ego things with men and I pay all the bills, that don't really stand no chance because most of the time good ideas come from the woman that you at home with.
I mean,
it depends on, like I said, it depends on the woman you like. If you like toxic, that's what you about to get.
So let's say this. Michael Jordan, all his life been, hooping, running, conditioning, get through school, go to college, make it to the pros, become the greatest basketball player ever to some or to most, gets married, have kids, gets a divorce, his wife get half of everything. What type of moral support, back rubs, dishwashing, all of that equate to have?
I mean, it depends on the woman. Like, most basketball players want a woman that just sit at home and take care of kids. You cannot put a lifestyle on people that you don't. I'm not a woman like that, so I don't really, I'm not a woman that just sit out. Whoever my man is, he has to understand that I like to move around. I like to make money too. I'm not the girl that's just gonna sit there. I'm gonna take care of the kids too, but I want to do this. If I can put my hands in these fields and make money, all this money on the internet, I'm gonna do it. I'm I'm not gonna just sit there. So like I said, it's the preference of the man. Most athletes want women like that. You choosing who you lay with when you meet them. Like you choose who you go down with when you marry them, all of that. That's your choice.
So you think they want the woman that's gonna take half that?
I mean, you know what you with after so long. You know if a woman a gold digger, you know what she is. A lot of people date for the looks. Most men are visual. Yeah, and once you ain't happy no more, then you want to leave, and then you want to cheat, and then you want to do this. Instead of dating for who really feeding your mind and helping you find your purpose in life.
But cheating don't exist for men.
Why don't?
It don't. It's just natural that men supposed to have multiple.
Multiple what?
Women.
Are they?
Yeah. Because look at it. Biologically, a woman can only have a baby once every 9 months. But a man can get multiple women pregnant in a day of the week.
That doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah, it is. Who said it was wrong?
That doesn't mean it's okay.
Who said it wasn't?
That just don't mean it's okay.
I think it is. It's science.
It's not.
It's like a biological science.
Nah, where did it say that at?
In 2nd Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
Verse chapter.
No, that's a choice. That's a choice to be transferring all them spirits.
Whoa, how many spirits do the body got?
Yeah, you gonna transfer a bunch of them sleeping with a bunch of women. It's everybody got their preference. I feel like men do what they want to do.
Yeah, because men don't cheat because of unhappiness. Men cheat because we just hunters. That's just what we do. The fact is, you can, as a beautiful woman, you can even have the ugliest woman here. Both of y'all can fuck whenever y'all want to. You can have the two most beautiful men here. They still can't fuck when they want to. They still got to wait for the ugliest woman to say yes. So men, when you say we don't turn down no ass when it's offered to us, because you be like, what? The opportunity is here. We don't determine when sex go down. That's why we get in so much trouble now over advancing and stepping our boundaries, because we don't control that shit.
Yeah.
We just control relationships. So now we're playing this mental game. We want to fuck. You be like, no, I ain't fucking without no relationship, and we dangling who gonna give in first. And that's the game. But I feel like men, we don't cheat because we unhappy. Most men don't leave relationship. Majority of the time it's women that always lead a relationship. Women are usually one that
because a man only gonna do what you constantly allow, technically. I feel like if you are cheating, if you are doing whatever you're doing.
That word doesn't exist.
If you are doing whatever you're doing in your situation.
Living and loving.
It shouldn't be if you have a woman, she should not be reaping nothing from that. It shouldn't be at her front door. She shouldn't know about it.
She shouldn't know about it?
If a man control their house, your woman should know about that. Like, it shouldn't be nothing that's literally knocking on her front door.
What if a man go to his woman and say, hey, look, my woman, I pay the bills. This is who I am. Because a nigga who pay all the bills get to have all the women. Ain't nothing she can say. Women be like,
that's their choice, though.
Could you do polygamy?
No.
Why not?
Because I could not live with a girl and a guy. I like my space.
What if your sister wives had different houses?
I'm all right.
Could you have brother husbands?
What?
Multiple husbands? No.
I don't want multiple husbands.
Why
I'm
not?
only supposed to be for one man, not multiple.
Why are we putting unrealistic expectations on one person for one person to meet all our needs in life?
No, but whoever I'm gonna be with gonna meet the needs that I need. It's an 80-20 rule for me.
Go explain it.
Long as you can do 80% of what I need, fuck my wants.
It's a high number. That's a fucking high number.
And that's fine. But if I'm getting 20% of my needs, I don't need to be there.
So you leave.
If I'm getting 80 of them, I'm cool.
So how long, and you'll continue to quest for the 80-20 until you find the 80. So you go here and date this person. You be like, nigga, you 72%.
Yeah, because nobody come perfect, technically. Nobody's perfect. That's why I said 80-20.
80's close to perfect.
I can push over some of my wants, but I ain't pushing back what I need.
What's some of your needs?
My needs?
First, are you got a dude right now?
I'm dating.
Okay, so this is for the love of DD.
I'm not looking.
What's your needs?
My needs are a provider, protector, and a participator.
Okay, so provider is money.
No, a provider is someone that provides, period, not just money. Like, provides
protection.
Intellectual, it feeds my mind. Like, when I say provide, it's more than just providing. Like, yeah, okay, money's cool, but I know how to make money too. Yeah. You can give me something and I can make you richer.
Got you.
That's how I was raised. That's what I know. I know how to get up and go get some money. money is not the equal for every woman. I want a genuine person in my life. So it got to be somebody that I can really rock with, be friends with. Because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you don't even want to look at this person. Because they might have did some crazy shit, but I know I'm going to sleep and we ain't mad at each other.
Gotcha.
Like that. That's a need for me. Somebody that don't hold grudges. Somebody that understands sometimes it's going to be a debate. And somebody that let me be myself.
What's your ideal physically? Because as much as y'all say men, we are visual, y'all veins should be on. Women veins should be crazy. Like, y'all want to do, he can't be too short or he too tall. He got his teeth got to be like this. His shoes got to be like this. His clothes. What's your physical idea of a man?
I mean, as long as my physical idea of a man is, I like tall.
Okay.
Medium, I'm little, so tall to me is like 5'8", honestly. But
got you.
I like tall. I like tall. And well taken care of. Your hygiene.
Yeah. That's real.
I love something I can look at though and smell good for me. That's really my thing. Like, it's all about how you carry yourself. Like, as a man, if you well kept with your clothes. I love a dresser. Like, I cannot be with somebody that don't know how to put no clothes on.
Got you.
I don't like tackiness.
But you can fix that.
I could, but that's something that
you don't want to fix. You just want that to already come.
Yeah, if you come with some little style, and that's cool with me.
Okay. So and I like those things that you did, but I want to get a little into your business a little bit more.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to call this segment of the interview, Build a Nigga. God is in the room right now. He's going to let you build
God
a
is
nigga.
in the room right now. He's always in the room.
But right now he's saying, hey, Didi, you get to build a nigga. So are you going to stop that building nigga at 5'8", or you going to push him up to 6'4"?
I pick him up to 6'1", because I want a basketball player.
No, that's short for basketball.
6'1", 6'2"? I mean, I'm pushing to 6'1".
You probably want to go about 6'5" and up for basketball.
Yeah, but 6'1", he still can get in there.
Maybe you go football, fam.
6'1", 6'2", 6'3", they can still get in there.
Okay. So 6'3".
They can still get in there now, because we ain't going to act like short guys ain't in there right now.
Barely. And they just look short because these niggas, everybody else 7 foot.
Yeah, it's a couple. But that's what I'm saying, potentially though, tall. Because I got my granddad and was 6'3", 6'4", so I got that in mind.
Preference of skin color, melanin.
Brown.
Like, okay, that's dope. So like, your brown. Like,
yeah, like my brown.
Shout out to you, man. Because you know what? I feel like me and you like regular brown, and we get kind of overlooked. They be trying to force us light skin or force us dark skin.
Yeah, I'm brown. Brown.
Okay. First thing, teeth, or perfect teeth or pretty eyes. You got it.
That's bad, because I like both.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say perfect teeth. As long as you got nice teeth in your mouth. You ain't missing no teeth, we cool. You got a nice grill in your mouth, nice little smile, and ain't yellow, stain. That hygiene, that is important. But I love eyes. Like, I love, not even the color of the eyes. It's just really like, it's some weird thing I got.
Got you.
With eyes.
Is that the first thing that attracts you when you look at a dude's face?
I like people that look me in my eyes. So that is the first thing. If you, when I first actually meet somebody, if you can look me dead in my eyes, my granddaddy always told me, don't deal with no man that can't look you in the eye.
You be on some romantic shit, all that eye looking. You be falling in love and shit.
No, I mean, I'm a lover, but I'm not technically romantic with everybody, because some people think I'll be looking at them and think I actually like them, and some I don't. It might be just a look that I possess. You know what I'm saying? But my granddaddy taught me that young, like, if a man can't look you in the eyes, don't trust nothing they talking about. They can't lead you nowhere, and all of that. So that stuck with me.
I have a hard time looking at females in the eye, because I be thinking I'm doing a sexy look. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to do my Leon from like Temptation 5 Heartbeats. You know, just smooth, brother. I be looking retarded as hell.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, but every woman don't go by that. Like,
yeah.
But I need somebody that's gonna take the lead. So knowing that you can look me in my eyes, let me know that you ain't scared.
All right, personality trait.
Personality
Do you
trait.
want somebody that's funny? Do you want somebody serious? Somebody just
not serious. You gotta have a little bit of laugh in you, because some days I just wake up and laugh and play. Some days I'm serious. Some days I'm really like 90% of the time I'm laughing about something. Even stuff that make me mad, I make a joke out of it.
Got you. Now, you in this industry, and it takes you on a road. You got to move a lot. Do you prefer to date people within the industry, or just a standard guy? Just
No, I would rather not date nobody in the industry, but somebody that understands what's going on.
Who outside the industry could understand the industry? Like, what kind of occupation could understand like
a businessman, a typical a businessman, someone that does business, that understands business. Because I technically won't have to be on the road a lot. Because that's why you hire road managers. You gotta you set yourself up for how you want to be. So I technically don't gotta be on the road. I will go sometimes, but press releases and stuff like that is important. But if I have a man, then he have needs too. So we gotta meet somewhere in 50-50.
Got you. But would you, when everything popped, because like, would you ever want to go into doing a label? You got a label, right?
Yeah, I want to do a label. No, I have the Dream Agency. The Dream Agency is a consultant business for people, so I can help you do rollouts, market, start your business, and literally help you build.
Got you.
Start your business, help you with your career. Just because a lot of people lack the knowledge of knowing about contracts, splits, and everything. So I want to be the person that can help people.
In the city, because Detroit is unique, and I know we said went back to the music real quick, and I'll let you get out of here. Detroit is unique because like being in Dallas is considered like a top 5 market. You know what I'm saying? So like local artists to get on that radio station in Dallas and Houston is hard as hell. But the other thing about Dallas, especially in Dallas, you go to the club, you don't really hear no local artist music being played in the club by the DJs. But it's like when you come to Detroit, you damn near won't hear nobody else's music outside the city. It's just a whole Detroit playlist.
Yeah.
Constantly. How can a city get to like Detroit status where it's supporting a local artists like they're doing here?
DJs building relationships with artists. Artists building relationships with DJs. Go talk to them DJs. Go see. All DJs need money.
Yeah.
That ain't the highest paid job. So I feel like networking. People be scared to network. Even here in Detroit, some of them be scared to network. Some people spend people's stuff just because they like it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we all supporting each other. But I feel like go check on them DJs, send them a drink, throw them something sometimes, build a relationship. Because damn, maybe when you don't got the money to do it, they're going to spend that anyway because you always show love. Even if it's going up there to shake somebody's hand.
In your opinion, who's more important? Although they both are important, but who's hierarchy? Who's more important now? The blogs or the DJs?
DJs. DJs is who get your music played. Blogs, they up for a second.
Got you.
It's temporary. A new blog come out every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like go ahead, make sure you get a couple, but DJs are important. If you can get every DJ in every region, you cold.
What about radio or blogs?
I still rock with radio. People say radio ain't important, but it's still people that got old school cars that listen to the radio.
But is it a dinosaur that's dying though, slowly?
No, because you still got satellite radio. So I
don't know. I don't listen to
satellite radio. I mean, some people do though. Some people literally turn on the radio just to listen to Breakfast Club and stuff like that. It's people like that. So, I mean, with technology, I think radio needs to transform within technology. Yeah. That's it.
Got you. If Detroit can get need to correct one thing when it comes to the music scene, what is like the biggest thing you feel like the city is lacking that you will hope everybody go? Really? You don't think y'all have it?
We got it a little bit, but we need more.
Gotcha.
We need each other. They need to literally support each other. Like if we stick together, they can't fuck with us. So, and I mean that in the worst way. If we literally stick together, I mean, you got a couple people at odds, cool. But if we can get 5 of these guys to literally rock out, everybody cool. Yeah. But I'm talking about genuinely support, no ego involved. Once we put down the ego, we'll be so much further as a unit. That's a big thing. I mean, I think Detroit boys everybody a boss. Everybody started out being a boss. Most of these boys going in the labels with their chains already. Yeah. So, I mean, they it's like, I don't need that nigga for nothing. I don't need that. It's a Detroit thing. Detroit is just, we different. We built different, everything. But I feel like egos is in the way of a lot of things. As long as your dog make it, you make it. One thing I love about what Ray doing is he ain't missing a beat with all them boys at the White House. They can take them everywhere with them. That is amazing. Because sticking together is what we need. We need more people to force.
Absolutely.
I'm up here. Come on, let me pull all my guys up here with me.
And we end on this. With the media, of course, we doing the interview right now. Interviews come under scrutiny. A lot of people feel like interviewers, like I mean, I guess such as myself, Vlad, Say Cheese, everybody, they feel like interview platforms like us set artists up for failure.
Sometimes. Some of them are messy.
And explain, because like
they need media training sometimes, because sometimes you can say something and you literally will take that piece and put that up and not actually say what they're really saying. And then you get a lot of backlash. Sometimes it helps artists, sometimes it breaks them though. It all depends on the topic of the conversation. I feel like every artist should get media training.
Because as an interviewer, I caught a little bit backlash when I interviewed Peanut. And, Peanut made this statement about Cash Doll, allegedly, telling on him in the indictment. But he exonerated, said it wasn't her fault. She was pressured to do it. And then he went on to make some statements about Vezo. And Vezo was running off. And so a lot of people blame me like, oh, you being messy. And I'm like, wait, this is this man telling his story and his journey. Am I at fault for the interview when those things come out? Or do we hold accountable to the people for the words they say themselves?
I mean, everybody got their own purpose. If you putting it out here, you got to be ready for whatever come with it.
Yeah.
Once you put something out here, you got to stand on it too almost. It's like you can't be a media blog post and say, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it when you put it out.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to stand on whatever you put out.
Got you.
That's the difference. I mean, some people just don't give a fuck about what other people say. Like me, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care what nobody think about me. Like, I don't care about, like, okay, yeah, you might think I got a bad attitude tomorrow, but you might have caught me in my work environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like.
Do you have a bad attitude?
No. I just don't play in certain areas of my life.
Yeah, you seem kind of spicy.
Yeah, I don't really have a bad attitude, but I'm real particular about business.
Yeah.
I don't play about business. I don't play about my name, anything that's tied to my name. That's when you're gonna see another person. I know how to get there. I'm very sweet though.
Yeah, but
you'll get two sides of me.
I saw you on the live on one of your beef issues you had. You was addressing it. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to bring that up.
Yeah,
but I'm about to say, check her out. Real spicy.
Don't bring that up.
Real spicy.
That need to come off YouTube. How do I get that off? Somebody else just brought that up recently, and they was like, man, you was going crazy. But that was the first time but that was something, to be honest, that was just somebody that was like a brother to me that hurt my feelings. So I'm a human being just like everybody else, though. I don't got to shut up because everybody want me to, but I choose to not say a lot now because saying something don't do nothing.
With you, because of course we're talking about Baby World. What is your relationship now? Are y'all cool or still kind of?
Yeah, we cool.
That's
we
good.
Cool. I'm actually he has a baby with my friend. I'm the godmom.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, you had to try to fix that anyway.
Yeah, it's cool. That was really my brother though. It's no real beef when it's really your brother like that. It's just people separate. Sometimes you gotta isolate to understand what somebody means to you, and we isolated. We cordial though. It ain't no beef. Ain't no small. I don't beef with men.
Yeah.
So.
Hey man, well shout out to you, man. Gatekeeper of the city, one of the hottest artists out here. Shout out, the album, Baby Money album out right now. Kind of tell about the album real quick before we got here.
Why you know this too? This Young Nigga Also. This is actually the second project to our first project together as a unit.
Okay.
It's different for him. It's showing his personality in a lot of different ways. He actually got a lot of features on here.
Okay, what's your favorite feature on there?
My favorite one, I would have to say, it's Cash Doll.
Okay.
Yep, Cash Doll and Yachty. I like Yachty too.
Okay.
But I like them all, so I don't really think this CD is kind of like a no skip through for me.
Okay.
And that's what I like when he in that kind of bag.
Okay, and that's out now. All this DSPs.
Yep, it's on everything. Hey. It's out on everything.
For sure. Well, DD, Dream Rich. Appreciate you sitting down with me.
All right, don't use nothing for clickbait.
All of it's clickbait. I already got all the titles.
Yeah, don't be trying to get me on there and have people on there harassing me like, so what's she talking about?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't believe him, y'all.
Hey.
It's like, no, I'm just
artificial intelligence.
All right, don't get on there.
Nah, I want to come back home and have a good time. I don't want no smoke.
You don't want no smoke.
Hey, but DD, I appreciate you sitting down with me until we meet again.
Thank you.
Peace.